Stocks finishing higher, continuing to rebound off of last week's lows, despite fears of an invasion in Iran. We'll get into that and a little bit more here. Tomorrow should be a critical day. We'll keep it on the simpler side here as the levels have worked out very, very precisely and very, very sharp here, really all day long today, which has been very clean to trade. If you guys caught the morning video on Carnivore Trades, our sister channel here, and you'll know that we were looking at 68, 70 to 76 as a level of support here, and that is a level that we did talk about in our Discord. It was a level that was alerted this morning, and it's a level that paid out twice here today, by the way. If you want to get in on that, it's 60% first month, 60% off first month, and 30% off of swing trades there as well for our winter sale for another week. But yeah, nice trade here, and we did get a very, very nice little pop or little dip on the open, reclaim there, little pause candle, and boom, huge squeeze. We got above another key level too, 68.95. And you guys can see here, we've been talking about that the last couple of days. Pushing through that gave us the squeeze, right? We said that we would get a good move up towards 69.20 and then maybe 30, which we didn't quite get to. We talked about this also in the short video this morning. If you guys are tuning into that, you guys know what I meant. When I said we're looking for close to 690, we didn't quite get there. We got about $1 away, so 689.15 was the high of the day. So we didn't quite satisfy that target before pulling back. Now, originally, kind of my thoughts here were, green yesterday, green today. I said that this base here would set us up for a bit of a launch pad, which happened. We did have a little bit of a fade towards the end of the day. I was kind of originally thinking that tomorrow would be kind of red. And I'm going to just say right now, the reason why I said it's critical here, why tomorrow is important, is it's kind of up in the air because we did pull back already. So on one hand, you could make a case that if you look at it just from a market structure standpoint, we cleaned this up already. There's your squeeze, boom, it's fully 100% retested. And you even trapped it at that level I talked about almost exactly before rebounding into the end of the day. So right now, we're just going to keep it simple here today. I'm going to keep the video on the shorter side because I don't want to get into too much detail here. And look, with Iran and all that stuff, look, everybody's a geopolitical strategist right now, and I honestly could care less about that. I just care about making money and making money on the charts. And right now, yes, didn't act like that mattered at all. Oil did, okay? Oil did clear yesterday's high. I mentioned that this morning as being a critical level. Just keep in mind that first day of the new contract, there's sometimes a lot of noise. I'm not saying that you should dismiss anything, but I'm just saying, sometimes that does happen. But very nice move there for oil. But ES acted like they didn't really care. And I was taught about the big bad boogeyman of expiration, which, again, not the, half of you guys tell me that options don't matter. I've been told that GEX doesn't matter by more people in the last week than I can even, that I have ever had, which is, funny because I'm able to predict these levels here pretty much daily. But now the same type of people are telling me, oh, Vixpiration, that's going to, you know what Vixpiration is, right? Just so you know. Anyway, I digress here. Point is, let's keep it simple. 6861, that was the low of the day, and that was a bear trap as well. So below that, that's where the bears want to come back out to play here. And back above 689, I'm going to call it 95. That's kind of what I've been saying right here. So right about there, that brings us up here and increases the likelihood of a higher high. So I'm in the camp right now. I could see us, I don't see us having a green trend tomorrow. I could see red, or I could see some sort of a pause. Is it a gap down and a puke? It's possible. Is it red chop inside of this range? That's possible. Or is it a gap up to kind of satisfy these targets we never really quite got up there fully? And we've never really retested, I got some of my other day trading lines here. We never really retested, we not even really, we haven't even come close to retesting this area yet. So the closer we get up to that, the more of a magnet that would be. And I think you'd have kind of an extra 1, 2, 3 higher lows. That would be kind of your fourth drive to get up there. So that would be kind of, another structure that could certainly take place here. But so far, though, this market, especially today, at like pinpoint day trading levels. I mean, this is like a picture perfect, just a breakout, filling out all the air, and then that's the point for the bulls here is you filled out all this air here. So there's no, we're gonna go back for that tomorrow. It doesn't really have to. And you did have NASDAQ leadership today. Mags held up pretty well. I talked about this in the short this morning. Right, little inverse head and shoulder trigger. Back tested that too. So, maybe we have to gap up. Maybe that gaps up tomorrow and pushes higher. Maybe that gaps the S&P, gets us up into the 690 area, maybe 692, and then you can kind of pull back from there. So there's lots of scenarios here that can play out. So tomorrow will be interesting. So again, I'm going to continue to stay nimble here. And that RSI is now worked off. So bears, you have a little bit more space now. I think even if you were a bear, you probably still would want to push up a little bit higher. But we'll see what happens. They tried fading the gap this morning. It didn't work. And, by the end of the day, we did close above 686. So that's a positive too. So a lot going on here. Markets in a key spot tomorrow. I'm not going to go over every sector today. We'll keep it simple and keep it short and sweet as this level, this market has been very precise here, and I think we just got to watch these futures right now. So anyways, guys, we'll wrap it up here. You guys take care. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com. We'll see you guys all tomorrow.